Okay, hello. Hey everyone. This is actually kind of hilarious. I'm in my daughter's bedroom, hence the pretty pink background. Because there's so many people in my house right now and it's just really loud everywhere. And all the doors and windows are open because it's finally spring and there's a bunch of lawnmowers going off outside too. So, anyway, I am so excited about this live today. I love talking about money. I love talking about up leveling. I love talking about growth in our businesses, which means growth in our lives. And it's just all so exciting. So, the thing that I want to share today is the three things that had to shift within me to take my business from earning 10, 12,000 a month to consistent 150, $200,000 a month. It's just, there's been, three major shifts that I've had to really make internally for me to, be able to create a completely new reality in my own business and in my life as well. So the first is, and this is what I talk about in Soul Business Accelerator. As soon as you come into Soul Business Accelerator, we get you thinking as a six-figure business owner. Okay, as a six-figure business owner, how am I going to show up today? As a six-figure business owner, what decision am I going to make? As a six-figure business owner, how am I going to handle this problem? Okay, so one thing that I really focus on is making decisions from where I want to be as opposed to where I am today. Okay, so if you're struggling to even get your first client, you're going to be making a very different decision on a day-to-day basis as to how you're showing up than if you were a six-figure business owner and you already had consistent $10,000 a month coming in. So start thinking like that. When you wake up this morning as a six-figure business owner, how am I going to start my day? As a six-figure business owner, how am I going to fuel my body? As a six-figure business owner, how am I going to handle this problem? As a six-figure business owner, you're going to do things very differently than someone who is just starting out. So I don't believe in fake it till you make it, but it's literally just starting to shift your mindset, right? So I had to tell myself as a $1 million business owner, how would I handle this situation with my team per se? As a $1 million business owner, how would I guide and coach this client through this problem? Right? So really starting to think very differently. So making decisions from where you'd rather be than from where you are right now. And that is so huge. Write out on a sticky note and put this on your laptop or whatever you look at every day as a six-figure business owner, ... Okay. And say that to yourself all the time. Number two, rather than how can I do this, my mindset had to become who else can do this, right? Rather than how can I do this, who else can do this? So I had to get in the mindset of delegating. I hired a virtual assistant and then I hired an online business manager. Now my team has grown to about 15 of us, I think. And so it's really been learning not how to do all the things in my business. I don't even know how, my team laughs because I don't even know how to log into any of the stuff. I don't even know how to log into any of our systems. I don't even know how to log into our project management database. I'm literally just Slack me or Voxer me and you all can do the rest of it. I don't know how to run ads. I don't know I don't know any of the tech stuff that any of my team does. I don't know how to even onboard my own clients. Who else can do this for you so that you are freed up to do the most important things in your business, which is going out and getting visible and making offers, all the rest of the shit. You shouldn't be learning how, in the very beginning, I did everything actually. So for the first, let's just say year to 18 months, I did everything. I did not have a virtual assistant. So I had to figure a lot of it out. But once I had about $1,200 a month coming in, I started paying a virtual assistant 5 hours a month to come in and do things like schedule my emails or schedule any social media posts that would go out so that I could be free to get on podcasts, to get published in the media, to get out there and book speaking engagements, right? So I was really active in doing the things that were going to get visible and bring in clients. And I hired people to do the shit behind the scenes that I really suck at. I'm terrible at it and I don't enjoy it. Okay. I also hired in my house. So the things that were taking up the majority of my time in my house, I had to delegate. And that honestly is when I went from $50,000 a month to $1 million was when I hired help in my home. I have a house manager or house assistant. She does everything. I haven't done laundry or washed sheets in years. She makes juices, smoothies for me. She cleans up things for me. I mean, she does everything in the house that I need someone to do that I don't have time to. She runs all my errands for me. She gets my mail for me. I mean, she does everything. Puts out the garbage cans, pulls them in, makes smoothies and juice for me every day. So that was a huge thing. The other help I have in my house, I have cleaners that come twice a month. So every 2 weeks, the cleaners come, do a deep clean. I pay someone to pick up dog poop. I pay someone to shovel the snow. And what do I have? Cleaners, house assistant. Oh yeah, and I pay for landscaping. So I don't mow my own lawn. I don't try and do any of that stuff. So I'm very hired and resourced in my personal life also. Oh yeah, the other thing, the house assistant can run kids places. She gets all my groceries, make sure my fridge is stocked. She does meal prep for me. She cuts up all the fruits and vegetables for my kids. She does things like boil eggs. Like she always makes sure that I am good at home in my home. Yeah. So that freed me up again to start spending my time doing what I wanted to do. And that was either building my business or spending time with my kids. I wasn't stressed, and I'm not stressed about all these other flippin' things that need to happen. So it's not how can I do this? It's who else can do this for me? Okay, that was the second shift. Number 3 was getting really flipping freaking all the F-bomb words, whatever, comfortable with money going out before money comes in. That is building that entrepreneurial muscle. That is building the entrepreneurial skill set. That is thinking like an entrepreneur rather than an employee. The cash flow quadrant by the guy who writes Rich Dad, Poor Dad was such a game changer for me. Okay, I had to start thinking like a business owner instead of a employee. So that means money goes out, not just into coaching and mentoring. I always have a coach. I always have a mentor. I'm always in some kind of a group program. I always hire people who have created in their business and their life what I want to create, right? Successful people don't reinvent the wheel. They hire someone that has a system that will work, and they take it in and they make it their own in their own business, which is exactly what I teach in Soul Business Accelerator. It's a roadmap to 6 figures. We help you get your business in its own unique way to 6 figures using my proven strategy. And then we implement it and make it yours so that you're not building someone else's business, but you're building it in a way that's going to work, right? But also I have to pay out money every single month before money comes into my team. I pay out money every single month before money comes in advertising. I pay money to my coaches and to my healers and to my therapists before money ever comes in. So I had to make a shift internally rather than like holding so tight to my money and hold and grasp and you're save, it's mine, I don't want to let go of it, because I never had money in my whole life. I never had money. I lived paycheck to paycheck even while I was married. I grew up with a single mom. We didn't have money. So for me, it was like I had to hoard it, but money likes to move and money needs a place to go. And in order to make money, we have to invest money. Okay. So I had to really get comfortable with that. And now I probably have around 80 to 90,000 a month going out. And then, anywhere from 100, 150, 200,000 a month coming in. Those 3 shifts were crucial. I never in a million years would have gotten past 10,000 a month had I not made those shifts. And I know that I'm going to have to make different shifts now to get to where I want to be. My next goal is probably around 450,000 a month. And for me, that just means impact, right? I set a dollar amount to it because that's what my team needs to put the goals and the statistics and the numbers in place. For me, that's impact. For me, that's helping a certain number of women to really awaken their gifts, to get their medicine out into the world. The more I feel like I'm here, my part in healing humanity is to help all of you to get your work out into the world so that you can transform and change your clients' lives. And through that, that's how I'm having impact. So I just use it in a number, because it's a measurable goal for my team. But I'm going to have to start thinking and showing up a very different way than I am now in order to get to those next levels. So anyway, if you do need support getting to 6 figures, I can get anyone to 6 figures, pretty much guarantee you that. You can comment on here, yes, book a call or send me a DM or whatever, and you can jump on with Allison and Claire and see if Soul Business Accelerator is the right fit for you. But once you can get to 10K a month, you have done the hard work and your foundations are in place. And from there, the sky is limitless. Like I can get you to 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 70,000 a month if that's where you want to go. But let's get you to 6 figures first, and then we'll go from there.